There is a lie the world keeps selling you. That greatness comes from inspiration. That success is a burst, a breakthrough, a moment. But the truth is colder. The truth is harder. The truth is that success belongs to the man or woman who can do the same boring, painful, disciplined thing every single day. Long after the mood has left. Long after the world stops clapping. The achievers you admire didn't get there through talent. They got there through grit. They showed up when it wasn't exciting. They moved when no one was watching. They stayed when everyone else quit, and that ruthless consistency is the trait no one wants to talk about. Because it's not sexy. It's not instant. It demands everything and guarantees nothing right away. But let me be clear. In the long game of life, it is the only thing that wins. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb in a flash of brilliance. He invented it through 10,000 failures, 10,000 steps, each one as repetitive and grueling as the last. But he didn't flinch, because he understood something you must burn into your soul. The breakthrough only comes after the monotony. You can have all the ambition in the world, but if you can't stay in the room with your craft, if you can't master your morning, if you can't shut out distractions, if you can't keep swinging when no one claps, you will never touch the version of you were born to become. Success is not found in moments. It is forged in patterns. The habits, the rituals, the daily battles no one sees. You don't become rich because of one great idea. You become rich because of the discipline to execute that idea over and over again, until the world has no choice but to notice. Look around. The average person is addicted to inconsistency. They start, then stop. They set goals, then ghost them. They chase motivation and quit when it fades. They live their lives like a lottery ticket, hoping for luck instead of building structure. But the greats wake up with systems. They don't wait to feel like it. They decide what matters. And then they do it every single day with no emotion, no excuse, no drama. Why? Because they know success is a war, and routines are your armor. Routines don't care about your mood. Routines don't lie to you. Routines don't take days off when life gets messy. They are either kept or they cost you. If you train your mind to follow through on what you said you'd do, especially when you don't feel like doing it, you build the most rare thing in this world, inner power. And the longer you stay consistent, the more dangerous you become. Not dangerous to others. Dangerous to your own weakness. Dangerous to distraction. Dangerous to the version of you that used to sabotage your own future. That's how you rise. Not with noise, not with hype, but with unshakable rhythm. Wake, grind, grow, repeat, relentlessly. Napoleon Hill said, "Persistence is to the character of man as carbon is to steel." Think about that. Steel is forged under pressure. It doesn't form with softness. It doesn't form by chance. It forms through fire, through heat, through repetition. That's your mind. That's your success. That's your destiny. The reason most people fail is because they treat success like a sprint. But it's not. It's a marathon of monotonous discipline. And those who are willing to bore themselves into mastery, they win. Because they don't need applause. They don't need hype. They don't even need to see results right away. They trust the process. They believe in compound effort. They understand that consistency beats intensity every single time. Yes, you will feel tired. You will feel unseen. You will feel like you're grinding in the dark. But here's what they don't tell you. The dark is where you build power. The dark is where you separate. The dark is where your identity changes. Not when it's easy. Not when it's popular. But when no one's watching. And you do it anyway, because that's when you know you've got it. The hunger, the discipline, the fire that won't let you rest. Let others sleep on their dreams. Let others drift. Let others romanticize motivation. You lock in. You move with purpose. You become a machine of focus, output, and improvement, because you know something they don't. In the end, the most consistent player always wins. That's the law. It doesn't favor the smartest. It doesn't reward the loudest. It belongs to the one who keeps showing up when the excitement wears off. You want confidence? Earn it in the quiet. You want mastery? Repetition is your path. You want freedom? Then submit to discipline. There is no other way. So build the routine. Guard the morning. Keep the promises you make to yourself, even the small ones, especially the small ones. Because when you break a promise to yourself, you erode your belief. But when you keep it, even in silence, you build a kind of confidence that no one can touch. And that is what changes your life. Not the big moments, but the days when you could have quit and didn't. The days when you were tired and still did the work. The days when you were tempted and still chose discipline. That's the foundation of everything. Success doesn't belong to the person who starts strong. It belongs to the person who keeps going long after the mood is gone. So ask yourself, can you stay consistent when it's boring? Can you stay locked in when no one's clapping? Can you trust the process when nothing seems to be changing? Because if you can do that, you are already winning. Not someday, not eventually, now. Because while everyone else is waiting for motivation, you're becoming unstoppable through consistency, and no one can compete with that.